All right. Well, we're just moving into the shop here. Actually, I just finished up for the night, and it's been quite the process. It is 3,000 square feet in here. This is a big jump from the shop I had before. This was a lot of work to move everything. I've had to move by myself from Arizona out here using a small 20-foot trailer to get all the cars and all the equipment over here. In the same time having to fix the cable to hydro conversion. It's a lot of work, guys, and we're already working on it. Brian at Hossport is helping me finalize that stuff for you guys so we can get a fix on it. So we'll have that very soon. I'll be back down there Monday to work on the conversions to get that set up. So in the meantime, I was just showing you what we're working on now. So I'm not ignoring anybody as far as fixing that. We know exactly what has to happen. But there's a lot of room. These videos don't really show how much space there is, but man, this is really nice. So I think this area right here is where we're going to be working on cars. I don't think I'm going to take on any jobs, but we need chassis to be able to build stuff too. So I'll have a row of cars and we'll have a place to build product to. The hatch has been down. We broke it at the last IFO. The cylinder went out and we just put it back. I don't know. I haven't really worried about it because I had to move. But this right here, so anybody who knows where Hush came from, cool, you would know this car. But if you don't and you want to understand why I call it Hush Performance, this right here is Hush 22. This was my very first Honda. We got this because we needed a car for my baby, who is now 20 years old. Yep, that's how old and long I've had this car for. I got it in 2000 and probably like 2001. I put an H22 in it, LSD. I learned about it. I read everything about that in the magazines. And so I tried it. But the only way that that my daughter's wife would allow me to swap the car is if the car was stock. So it had a H22 LSD, AC, and power steering, stock exhaust, stock suspension, stock EX wheels. That was it. And it was a sleeper, and so I named it Hush 22. And so it was cool. There's not much of a looker. It's got that maroon interior color that shows what it was. I actually ended up just getting a black dash for it out of a SE. And these I've had for about 15 years. Check that out. These are those one-piece. These are really nice. I've never actually put them on. This car I ended up parking in 2005. After I did the H22, obviously I ended up painting it and stuff like that. I ended up working for a shop called Collective Racing down in Tucson. And he was known for his CB7, and it was an all-motor CB7, about 300 wheel horsepower. It did 12.7s NA, which was pretty cool for a big old Accord. And then when I heard about him, I had to go race him. He blew my doors off, right? But then we ended up becoming friends. I worked for a shop, and his theme was blue and white. And so we kept the theme going on there with the two-tone color here. This black was a Maybach black, so it has like a red and gold pearl in it. It's been sitting for 15 years now, so whatever. This pinstripe's actually paint too. Oh, I got to show you that. One of my friends, Mike Wade, painted it for me, and it looked really nice. And then I hurt the motor on nitrous, and it's been sitting ever since. Hopefully, check this out. So it even went through the jams. Yeah, we went that far, and again, it is paint too, so it was quite a bit of work to be able to do that. And it's just been like storage ever since. We did have a prototype traction bar for this. Let me open the other door so I can show you. Yeah, sorry about that. This door's locked and I had to get over there. Oh, great, it's a valet key, so now you're going to see me do something else. I'm sorry, guys. trying to show you prototype traction bar and Accord, but how many of you care about a CB7? Well, I think the reason I'm even bringing this one up is because my next project I want to do. So I'm gonna try to get over here and unlock the door. Hey, this is actually the mold for our DA front ends, by the way. So like these are the masters right here. There we go. Well, if the door doesn't open this time so you can see the traction bar, then I guess I'll just forget it. Give me a second. Oh, there we go. All right. So, another storage bin. Here, I'll show you something. Check this out. These are the masters for the DA wide body. And we built this to Sin City GSR's Integra. And we molded in his VTEC badge there. And it's countersunk. It's pretty cool. Like maybe, there you go. There you get a good idea of what it looks like. Really nice. That way, you DA guys, if you ever had a DA, you always wanted this once you did like a VTEC head. And they're hard to get. That's GSR only. And that's how we made the fender, really. Just like that. So, anyways, getting back to the traction bar. On the CB7, I got the CB7 lower fog lights. I sourced these from H Motors online. He always, not always, but he's, as of recently, liked his shot out. So I got the headlights from him also. And these, again, I got those probably like 14 to 15 years ago. And this right here was a prototype traction bar that we were building for the CB7s back then too. And this was done at Collective Racing. I actually never used this because right when we went into production, the car broke and it's just been sitting in my car ever since. And he's got the front torque mount right here. He really liked using that. So that's why he still has that on the H22, at least in the Accord. It's a really nice unit. I dig it. And so anyways, I'm bringing up the Accord because I'm going to bring it back so you guys understand what Hush 22 was. It was a sleeper H22, and that's why I named it that. You can go on Honda Tech right now, and you could still find my username, Hush 22, and it was this car. But I plan on putting this in it. If you've seen my How to Yard videos, I pulled this K23 out of an RDX. It was a wrecked RDX. Pulled the whole thing out of it. I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but now I think I decided that's what I'm going to do. Put this in the Accord and basically run it as it is. I want to use the stock turbo, and I'm not sure about the intake manifold yet. I still have to take it apart to see how close it is to K-Series as far as the plenums go. I'm not sure yet. And so I didn't know what I wanted to do with this yet until I acquired another one. So now I have two. So that means I have one to take apart to see what the differences are, and of course a spare motor once I get the other one running. But I could see the compatibilities between all the other K-Series. And I know the bell housing isn't going to work off of a normal front-wheel drive K-Series that we use. It's possible maybe the W-Series work. I haven't got my hands on one yet to test it. But I think the fastest way without getting one, it's either I got to get a W, like a K24W4 or whatever they're called, to see if it will bolt on. I guess that would eliminate some issues. But I think the fastest thing would be to do is actually just put a full K swap in there, and then maybe do an adapter plate. So a regular front-wheel drive K-Series transmission to the K23 and run it that way. So that's a possibility unless I find another transmission that actually bolts to the K23 that's going to be manual, unless I want to do an automatic all-wheel drive that came out of the RDX. What do you guys think? Let's see if you guys had anything to see. Yeah, there you go, Mark. You got it. So I've never run a K23. I don't know what they're capable of. I'm assuming that they're going to be stronger than an NA K series because it is turboed from the factory. How much boost can these hold? Has anyone built one of these or had an RDX and have boosted it more? Have they done anything? Yeah, there you go. Adapter. I guess while we're waiting on any response, if anybody knows what the RDX motor, the K23, is capable of, we'll just look at this guy. So I moved to Denver, and I needed an all-wheel drive car, and I was hoping that I was going to get an automatic because then I would be tempted to sell a manual out of one of these. Because everybody hits me up, wants a K-Series all-wheel drive, and for me, they've been really difficult to get. Well, this was one of my customers. He bought this car for himself. I had a TSX motor, and he bought it from me. He bought the TSX and actually ended up having an LSD for it also, and then he ended up putting the LSD in this transmission. It wasn't finished. Something happened with his family, and he needed to sell the car, so he put the motor in it, and then that was it. And he ended up selling the car. He posted it, and then I just decided to buy it. So now I have an all-wheel drive car for the snow out here, but it has a TSX motor in it, has an LSD transmit in it now, and then he had a 6-gear put in it also. So that means I have a 6-speed all-wheel drive LSD TSX swapped CRV, and well, you know what? The Boosted Boys are out here, and they need some competition with some off-the-wall builds. So I think between these two, who knows? We could have a show-off. I don't know. I think it'd be cool. I think they'd be interested in it, and I don't know. What do you guys think? No? Yes? Turboed CRV, turboed K23 Accord. They're different. And if you've been following the all-wheel drive CRX build, I have it here too. I still have to finish it up. The move has really slowed us down, and of course the conversions has slowed things down too. This car happened to have a 91 pedal assembly in it. We built the conversions to 91 assemblies, not knowing that there is a space difference, and I don't even have one here that I could show you right now. So it's not a direct bolt-on to 89 to 90s. If you have a 91 pedal assembly, then it will work. And the conversions still work, so it's not like they're bad or something's wrong with them. They'll work as long as you have a 91 assembly, and I can't even find my other ones. They're around here somewhere. So anyways, it works great, and it's super soft pedal. It's great. So all those problems and issues that people wanted fixed, they're fixed, except that we made a mistake as far as not understanding that there's a width difference. So like it sticks out like that much on a 89 to 90 pedal, and so we're devising something for that right now, and I'll be back down in Arizona Monday just to correct that. So let's see what you guys got to say here. So I've been moving all week. I've been from Arizona back to Colorado 3 times this week. And I want to hear something gross is I haven't showered since Monday because I've been nonstop. This is growth since Monday. I feel pretty gross. I'm getting ready to get out of here to actually take a shower, and then I got to go back down to Arizona tomorrow so that I can pick up my forklift and then start working on the update. So I'm scrolling through here. Run it with that intercooler. Yeah, I think I want to run the K23 with that intercooler. So I don't think I'm going to fit a hood on, but who cares, right? With the intercooler up on here like that, it reminds me of that Integra that PFI and Boosted Boys built with it just sticking out like that. But this is meant to be that way. So I don't know. That's cooler, right? And the blow-off valve's integrated in there if you guys have never seen that. The turbo is relatively small. The exhaust side is nice. I think the other motor is more exposed as far as the turbo goes. If you guys have never seen a K23 exhaust manifold or turbo wheel, let's see if we can turn it. I mean, that's a lot bigger than the 1.5 turbo. If you guys seen the new L15 turbos, the exhaust wheel is pretty small. And that looks similar to maybe even the K20Cs. currently. I mean, I don't know what the turbos look like compared to the K23s, but the exhaust wheel looks relatively close. Let's see. Do we got any others? Kicks and boosts the boys, but no, we're friends. You know, it's cool that we're here and we get to do cool things, and I don't know, just be in addition to what they're already doing. Any TSX long box and AZ for sale? Well, no, I moved all my stuff while I was down there so that I have less stuff to move up here. So I sold what I could down there. Cut the hood and WRX head scoop. Yeah, right? That'd be cool. Try it again. Yep. So anyways, I just wanted to give you a tour of the shop and some upcoming projects, I suppose. It's pretty difficult to get back there now, but there's space back there that we can hold cars, and that's what I always wanted to do, is be able to have cars back there, and I could roll them in here and work on new product. And that kind of hinders the fact that I didn't have space hinders the productivity of newer stuff that I want to come out with. So that's really exciting. Now just finding a good team to come out here and to work with me, you know, that's the hard part. I saw Mark chime in on here, Mark McKenzie of Honda Street Garage, or 13th Street Garage. Did I mess that up for you, Mark? Anyway, him and I were talking about, well, actually I was talking to him about finding a team and what that team would look like. And it's more like a band, right? He was in a band, and that's I was trying to come up with an analogy that maybe he could understand, or maybe I didn't need to do that because he's a smart guy. But that's what I need, right? Like, I need help, and we need help from people that can work well together, and I just haven't had that, right? So there's a lot of guys that are out there doing things by themselves, like their YouTube channels, and just don't have the people that they can work with. And so some channels do better than others, maybe for that reason, who knows, but that's where we're at right now. Marky gave the eagle sign. So yep. So anyways, I guess I don't really have a whole lot other than this is current events right now. So I got piles of stuff I got to build. I got to put the shelves together. You can see all the racks there. I still got to mount up, which we'll do next week while the new conversions are getting cut. Like I was saying, the new ones have already been made, and then we are working on contingencies for the ones that are already out there. So if you happen to be watching this and you have a conversion that you just got from us, you can use it and right away, but you need to find a 91 pedal assembly. B, we're coming out with a replacement part so you can use that bracket. Or C, if you want a new one, then I have to get that other one back. So we'd have to send a call tag for the one you have, send that one back, and then we'd send you an update one because the one that you have actually works. And so there's nothing wrong with it as long as you have a 91 pedal assembly. So I can't necessarily say that it's junk, and then we could still move them, right? So this mistake is pretty expensive, and along with this move, it's costing me quite a bit. And I appreciate you guys' patience with me, and you're going to get your stuff because that's what I do. Like if I got to go without, which I do a lot, and if anybody didn't know, for the last year I've been living in my shop. I have to go to the laundromat to do my own laundry. I have to shower at the gym. For the last year I've been doing that just so that we could afford to move here, pinching pennies like you wouldn't believe. So appreciate the support, and now that we're up here, I'm looking forward to doing some major work for you guys. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. My wife was just in here, but I think she just left. I gotta go shower and get to work for tomorrow. So guys, thank you. Talk soon.